Tell me if this sounds familiar. The kids are finally asleep. You are collapsed on the couch, and this thought pops in. Am I enough for them? I've had that thought more times than I can count. I'm a single mom of 2 boys, a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. And even though their dad is still in their lives, he sees them every other weekend and a couple of school pickups during the week, there are nights I wonder, am I giving them everything they need? And if you're raising girls, I know that question hits you too, because single parenting, whether you've got boys or girls or both, can feel like an Olympic sport with no coach and no breaks. So today, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what the research says, what really matters most for our kids that helped me feel confident that I am enough. And trust me, you want to hear it. So let's start with the part that used to keep me up all night, the statistics. So here is the big picture. Big picture. About 23% of our kids in the United States live in single parent homes. 23%. That's almost 1 of every 4. I couldn't believe it. Studies do show that kids in single parent households do face more challenges. Things like behavioral issues, emotional stress, and academic struggles compared to 2-parent households. No surprise there. And it's a little different for boys and girls, and I was surprised when hearing that. Research says that boys who do not have a consistent father figure are twice as likely to get in trouble at school and even more likely to get suspended in middle school. Girls, on the other hand, tend to stress more inward, and they're more likely to struggle with anxiety and low self-esteem when they don't have strong emotional support. When I read this, I got a little panicked because my eldest is in middle school and my little one is going to be in middle school next year. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. How am I supposed to hold everything together, keep the lights on, raise kind humans, and now this? But before we spiral, let's flip the script, because statistics do not tell the whole story. And I'm going to show you some proof. Barack Obama, raised by a single mom. Oprah Winfrey, single mom household. J.K. Rowling, you know, that woman who wrote Harry Potter? She wrote it as a single mom in a coffee shop. Alicia Keys? Yep, single mom. So yeah, the numbers can sound crazy, but clearly they do not define the future. What matters is what we do now. So what actually makes the difference? Let's talk about it. What really matters? This part gave me so much peace because researchers looked at kids who thrived, even in single parent homes, and they found the #1 factor was not money. It was not living in fancy neighborhoods. It was this. It was having one consistent, loving, engaged parent who provides stability and emotional support. That's it. It's not perfection. It's not doing everything. It's just being there. It's just loving them. It's just showing up. Showing up. When I read that, I thought, okay, I can do that. It means we don't have to be a mom and a dad. We don't have to overcompensate with stuff or guilt trips. We just have to be steady and present. And yes, other positive role models help, such as coaches, teachers, grandparents, neighbors, friends. but they don't replace us, but they add to what we're already giving to our kids. So instead of asking, am I enough? We should be asking, what matters most for my kids? And the research says emotional connection, predictable routines, and healthy role models. Those are all doable even when life feels messy. So, how do we actually make that happen? Let me give you 5 things that changed everything for me. Number 1, create daily touch points. It doesn't have to be a big sit down. It doesn't have to be a big family meeting. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes before bed, during dinner, while washing dishes. 10 minutes a day. Just ask questions like, what made you laugh? Or what was the best part of the day? And you know what? Sometimes those questions do not give you the answers that you need. And I have found out talking points, I'm not selling this. This is mine. I've had this for years and I love it. Talking points. I have the family version, but there's so many versions out there. Has been such a great addition to our family, and there are hundreds of questions, and these are filthy dirty with food, and they're crumbled and they're bent, and we've used them so many times. It's just been I love them. There's nothing else to say, but I love them and I highly recommend them, especially when you have kids that their answers to their questions are good, fine, okay. But you know what? Whenever you ask questions like, what is the best thing about our family? You will be surprised what they have to say. Whenever you ask questions like, how will you know when you're grown up? It's just amazing what comes out of their mouth, and I highly recommend it. My little one, sometimes we switch it up and we get word teasers, and they're just little riddles. And they're just riddles like, what type of tree also fits inside your hand? A palm. And you know what? It might sound silly, but these cards have been the best daily touchdowns for us as family. So I highly recommend them. Again, not selling them. Not selling them, but highly recommend them. Love them. Love them. Number 2 is build your village. If the other parent isn't around as much, find other positive influences, such as friends, families, neighbors, grandparents, aunts, uncles, even one extra adult who cares about you and your child makes a difference. Number 3, always model being calm. Even when they test you, our kids push boundaries. It's what they do. But when we stay calm, we teach them how to handle emotions. And sometimes staying calm in certain situations, whether it's a question that is a difficult one to answer. For example, my eldest, he's growing and things are changing and questions are being asked that I wasn't ready for, but I stay calm and I know that my calmness invites additional questions, and that's what I want. I want us to continue building a relationship, and by us remaining calm in situations, we are able to give that to our kids. So yes, it might be difficult, but staying calm no matter the situation, whether it's them pushing buttons because they want to see how much they can get away with, because your calm is their anchor. Number 4 is to talk about values in a casual way, not lectures, just little conversations in the car, while folding laundry, while doing the dishes, little conversations about respect, kindness, responsibility, because they are listening. Even when they act like they're not, they are listening. And it's not only talking about values, it's also showing how those values look like in real life. I am not a big person of that saying, act as I say, not as I do. Because kids observe a lot more than you think. Kids are always observing. And they are going to do as you're doing. And if you're telling them, no, don't do that, but you're doing it, they're going to do as you're doing more than they're going to do as you're saying. I hope that makes sense. So I feel that it is very important to not just talk about values, but also act on those values. Show them what respect looks like. Show them what kindness looks like. Show them what responsibility looks like. Because even though they are listening, they are also observing. Number 5, can we please drop the guilt? Like, seriously. Even the research says that your love and consistency matters more than being perfect. Your kids don't need a superhero. They just need you. They just need you to be present. They just need you to be loving. They don't need you to be planning out a perfect day and that is what needs to happen at this hour, at that moment. No, they just need 15 minutes of uninterrupted you. So after you like and subscribe the video, shut it off, put it away, and spend 15 minutes of uninterrupted time with your child. They will value that so much more than you stressing out of having a perfect day. Because being present is more powerful than being perfect. So yeah, being a single parent comes with so many challenges, but it also comes with moments of lots of joy, lots of resilience, so much strength that you didn't even know you had. And remember, you are not alone in this. And if this video helped you, hit like, share it with another parent who needs a boost, and subscribe, because next week we're talking about how to turn the bad into the good.